how much is spent directly on services and how much is spent on administration?
Out of every euro, we spend 78 cents of that euro on cancer services and cancer research. And then 19 cents of that euro is invested in fundraising. To raise the 20 million that we have to raise each year, you can imagine we need to invest in fundraising. So 19 cents of every euro is invested in fundraising to raise that 20 million each year. And then 3 cents is spent on administration and governance necessary to ensure the governance and good administration of the organisation.
So are your administration costs very high?
Administration costs in charities is something that is much talked about in the media, and that's understandable. The Cancer Society spends approximately 78 cents in every euro directly on services and 22 cents on fundraising, which would be the 19 of the 22, and then 3% on governance and administration. So the difficulty is that sometimes when comparisons are drawn, they're unfair. An organisation, for example, that might say we spend 95 cents or even 100% of your donation directly on our services is an organisation that is predominantly government funded. So they can, for example, say all of the government funding they get covers their administration, so 100% of your donation goes directly on services, or they might be able to say 95%. So you're not making a fair comparison between the two. Our administration costs, our governance and administration costs, are about financial accountability. We have to be able to operate to the highest standards of professionalism. We have an external audit every year. We have a HR function that looks after our nearly 148 staff, full-time equivalent staff. So the public can and should expect the highest standards from an organisation like the Irish Cancer Society, but there are costs associated with that.